Okay. I'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Gentlemen,
Yeah.
welcome to another episode of the weekly Ultimate No Prep Challenge. We're here with a ragtag group of ruffians. Joining me, of course, my name is Uriah. I've been here since the beginning. Y'all know me. Joining me, all returning guests. Very excited to have these gentlemen with me. First, we got Chris, or ThanksSkeleton. We have Bacon from the YouTube channel Better with Bacon. And, of course, we've got Conway, an oldie but a goodie. So glad to have him back and joining with us. How you guys doing?
Doing great. How about you?
Fantastic.
Sweet.
I'm doing well, yeah.
Awesome.
Excited to get the role play.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel like it's been forever. I mean, it's like you take a week off and it feels like you're taking like a month or something, right?
Sure. I get that feeling.
Yeah.
You have to flex the muscle a little bit in the Pathfinder
Yeah.
game we had.
Oh, yeah.
Now.
Finally, right?
Yeah.
took
it
y'all
was like a 3-month hiatus.
Yeah. It took a while.
If you can't do that, just pretend to be an elf in your daily life a little bit.
Well, that's just Zonalar's
going.
That's just Zonalar's existence in general. So
exactly. He's ephemeral.
Yeah.
Guys, do I sound better now? Clearer now?
You sound incredible, my friend.
You sound great.
Okay, good.
Fantastic.
I have some application on my computer that likes to grab a hold of my microphone settings and just jack them way down, so I have to constantly check.
It's called Windows. I think every single Windows installation does that for some reason.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
It's so bad. Cool. Well, so without any further ado, last week we did, and it was an interesting game. We did not last week, but the week before last. We did the word is escaping me. We did a survival Stone Age zombie game. It was another episode of EU NPC, different time zone for the folks across the pond. Really interesting game. We had Nicholas and Ostrava joining us for that. It was a really great time. But yeah, we will get right into it. So as is the custom, I will go ahead and roll a D8 to get us a tone. See what we got here. 3, suspense. I feel like it's been a while. I feel like it's been forever since we've had a good suspense game. But yeah, cool, awesome. Suspense. And let's see, Chris, do you want to go ahead and roll a D20 for us?
I would love to. Let me pop open my Sophie's dice. What number is that? 8.
8. Noir.
A suspenseful
noir.
That's cool.
Okay. All right. So already in the bag. Awesome. And then I'll go ahead and roll a D6. Or actually, Conway, do you want to? It'll be 1 to 2 will be myself. 3 to 4 would be Conway, and then 5 to 6 is Chris. Conway, it's you,
all
pal.
right, Conway.
It is all you, my friend.
I'm excited.
Yeah, buddy.
In my home game, we're actually starting a science fiction noir detective game.
Nice.
Very
haven't
cool.
Started yet,
really
but
cool.
the tone is very interesting.
Suspense noir. I don't know if this is too cliche, but what immediately comes to mind is an investigation, the classic noir. But then they get to the mansion that they're investigating and it becomes horror, suspenseful.
That's cool.
All right.
I dig that a lot.
Okay. Well, that's pretty straightforward. Do you think it's do we know if it's like a psychopath or something like that? Or what do we know?
You want to 4D it?
4D it? We can 4D it. Yeah.
It has been a long time since we've just jumped in feet first.
Oh, make the characters, and then I think that
we'll
slowly learn about the case as we play the game. Could be interesting. Could be a good exercise in 4D.
Sure.
See if we can hit the same notes when it comes to the theme and everything else.
Yeah. See if I 4D the vital piece of evidence again.
Oh, you already got
that
this
happened last
video.
time?
Yeah. No. Yeah. So ironically enough, it was one of the last games that I played with Conway. It was like a crime game, and I 4D'd a piece of evidence that kind of confirmed this was the person we were looking for. And then Zonalar kind of ripped me a new one over that.
He made a video. He made a crimes against
Yeah.
roleplay video.
Did he? A whole video against it?
Yeah,
Wow.
did a whole video on it.
Oh, I'll have to take a look.
He was very gracious though. No, he was because I even admit as much. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a pretty glaring problem.
Okay.
What kind of characters would you guys like to play in that kind of setting? You know,
So we doing cops? We doing
Yeah. Let me.
maybe there's a cop, maybe there's a private investigator.
I mean, I have noir on the brain now because Chris mentioned it. So that's like, I don't know. That's kind of where I'm defaulting to. It doesn't have to be, but
Sure.
he recruited me, so that's 2 against 2, I guess.
Yeah. Let's see.
I mean that would fit with the. I mean, I'm what I'm hearing is that you're wanting to play a PI.
Yeah, or some kind of it doesn't even have to be a PI. It can be just like a. Well, I don't know if you'd necessarily send a beat cop out. You could, right? Like
Sure.
911 call. We need someone at the house.
Yeah.
Send a local squad, patrol vehicle, that sort of thing.
Okay, interesting. I'm trying something new, which is basically rolling my stats, trying to figure out what the emphasis of the character is.
Sure.
So I have high will, high body, and high defend. So I'm kind of like a big meaty guy,
Yeah.
but the willpower is kind of interesting.
Okay. I guess I should roll stats too then, right?
You don't have to. You're typically supposed to choose them,
Yeah.
but
Gotcha.
Chris is playing on hard mode and he decided to roll his.
Yeah, what I'm doing is I just rolled a 1d10 to say what are the strong stats of this character, and it's not
Gotcha.
part of the system, quote
Yeah.
quote. Interesting. Okay. Will. I'm trying to figure out what will would mean for a detective. What is a very willful detective?
Maybe will would mean more that you're not exactly a detective, but you're someone that is like personally involved with the case. Like maybe you knew the relatives or something.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Sure.
I like that a lot, actually.
I think.
Okay.
I think I know this setup. You go first.
I think I'm going to be a male nurse that is involved somehow.
Cool.
So it could be like a EMT or depending on what time period we want to do. Does everyone want to do like 1940s, 1950s, or what do you guys feel?
I think that would be good. Yeah.
Seems fitting.
Something like that, yeah.
This is
Okay.
roll under, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So the higher the number, the better. On the stat. The
Yes,
higher the stat, the better.
Yep.
Let's see here.
And I wanted to avoid the sanatorium, but I think a male nurse would have worked perfectly in a sanatorium, you know?
Sure, the sanatorium. Yeah.
Like an
So
asylum.
I'm like an orderly. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the setup that I like is that there's someone that you liked in the sanatorium from whatever reason, and they left a suicide note.
Ooh.
They're missing, but the body was never found. And you get a letter that is in the same calligraphy as theirs.
I get a letter
And
that is not the same calligraphy, or is.
that is the same calligraphy as theirs. So now you have reason to believe that they're alive. And maybe you
Okay.
recognize like the paint from the old asylum that no one goes to anymore, still like left there.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
That could be an interesting
Gotcha.
way to start
Gotcha.
it.
So I'm from the new asylum. So they were yeah. Okay.
Maybe it
And
was like,
maybe there's a lot of missing people around here, so there's a
ooh,
detective on the case or something. Would be one of the other characters.
yeah.
Okay. Is this there's kind of two questions, which is this a Cthulhu game? And would we know if it's a Cthulhu game?
Well, if we 4D it, then,
Yeah, we don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't know until someone adds that.
Sure.
This is the one thing that Call of Cthulhu does not do Lovecraftian well, is that Lovecraftian is almost like there's a Lovecraft wiki. Like if there's a wiki about like all the horrible secrets that you're not supposed to know, then
Yeah. Oh, this is one of the
fairly
dark
secret.
ones, of course.
Yeah. Well, it's like that
It is a-
classic. It's like that classic meme where it's like, oh, the book says that it's these incomprehensible shapes and forms, and it's just a tentacle monster.
Mm-hmm.
Just a squid guy, yeah. But that is one of the things, right? When you play like a Call of Cthulhu game, people want to see the classic Call of Cthulhu monsters, and then they're bored because we know exactly what a Shogoth is. It's like a fear of the unknown is one of the main things in Lovecraftian horror, and knowing these things and using them as member berries, like for your game, aren't really that. That isn't a good idea in my opinion. I don't know.
That's
How
one of the-
familiar are you guys with Lovecraft and the stories? My favorite story of his is The Music of Eric Zahn, and it ends on the unknown. You're kind of looking out into this yawning maw, this void. You have no idea what's out there. Something's out there because the story has sort of breadcrumbed it the whole time. But it's extremely effective, and that's the sort of Lovecraft that I enjoy. When you don't see the thing, you just know it's there, and you're in danger. But you don't know why.
One of the things I like in Lovecraft is when you don't even know yourself, right?
Yeah.
Which is why The Mountains of Madness, I think, is my favorite one.
Yeah. Is
Yep.
that okay? So there's one that I forget. I don't think it's the Mountains of Madness, but it is the one where the guy doesn't know he's a ghoul or something. And he stares in the mirror and he's like, "Oh my god, I'm a fucking ghoul," but not in those words. In the flowery Lovecraft, in the flowery Lovecraft way.
Right.
He realizes he's a ghoul.
There's one where he realizes he's a fish person. That's Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, we'll see. We'll see if it is Lovecraftian.
Sure.
Could be.
All right. My guy, his name is Mitch Whitaker.
Go ahead.
Is this a reference to something?
No, I picked Mitchell O'Bannon. Yeah, Mitchell, and then in parentheses, not Michael O'Bannon, because that's what people call him at the precinct. They call him not Michael.
That's
do we have 3 names that start with M? I was going to do Max.
The right wavelength.
I was going to do Max too. I before I went into Mitch, I was going to do Max.
Very funny.
I want something that sounds kind of German.
I'll switch. I'll switch my name then because I like. The
You don't
Mitch.
have to. We could just both be. I'll be Mitchell. You be Mitch.
Okay.
Happens in real life. It doesn't happen like in movies.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. All right, but yes, he is. I was gonna say he's a PI. He is a heavy smoker and he is a savant. Kid's wicked smart.
I went down that same path, man. It's very, very funny. Mitchell, not Michael O'Bannon, just detective, just the standard, bottom of the rung detective. So he's above a beat cop, but he's not, super advanced in his career. He's okay as far as being liked. He can be a little gruff.
Sure.
He'll see a full coffee on your desk and start drinking it because you haven't touched it yet. So he'll just start like that sort of a guy. He's not mean or unpleasant. He's just maybe a little snarky, but he believes in the job that's you're doing, and he wants to do the right thing.
Nice.
And if Chris's character is in for that, then the two of you guys could be in a task force because there's a lot of missing people cases around this local area.
Mhm.
Sure.
And
Sounds good.
Chris's character brought up the letter that he got.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. So, the seed that we're going to 4D around is I have a friend that was supposedly died, but I've received a letter that is in his handwriting. So I don't think he's committed suicide. And I believe that this is related to the location of the old asylum.
Yeah, it could be either like a piece of paper that's like discarded from the old asylum, or maybe it's like you recognize the paint because you worked there, for like a few years.
It's like a piece of stationery.
Yeah,
like a
I think
stem-up pad thing.
piece of stationery, a
I think
pad
like
or like medicine,
like a prescription note sort of thing.
Okay. My friend Leon.
That's perfect. Right, if that's the case, then I should be ready to start if you guys are as well.
Yeah, man. I'm good.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Give me 1 second.
In the deep south, swamps all around, rather rainy night. The sky, where the sun shines from, cast in shades of gray, and from afar the dark purple of night comes as lightning flashes. Small dirt road, unused, left to rot amidst the swamps and wetlands all around. And far off, a hill, the silhouette of an enormous asylum built in colonial style appears.
I hit the brakes in the car, looking at the asylum in the distance, turn over to Kurt. Are you sure this is the place?
Yes, I visited 2 times when it was open. This is the place.
I roll my eyes. Man, I hate this abandoned building shit.
The building should be in fairly good quality. I do not believe there has been much rot. It should be relatively safe. It is also secured by a lock and chain.
Yeah, but it's still going to be creepy, right? No one's paying the power bill anymore. Lights are all going to be off. It's going to be weird, man. I hate weird.
I pat my chest. Not to worry. If there's anything in there at all, it's got to get through me. I reach back under a seat and pull out a large lantern and set it in the seat next to me.
We do not have permission to be here, so we will have to break the lock. I hope that is fine with you, gentlemen. But I feel that this may be the location of where Leon is being kept.
Yeah, I mean, no one's going to stop us. I'm in uniform. I think we'll be fine to get in.
Lightning flashes and the storm grows stronger. The A flash of lightning lights up the little droplets of water accumulating on the glass of the window.
See, I hate this. I hate this.
I pull the car back into gear, begin to slowly approach the building.
A fancy spiked Victorian fence circumventing the entire perimeter. A large building with 2 wings to either side. Large porches on the front. The doors busted by the storm, broken in, glass already on the floor. Time not being kind to this place, even this early after its abandonment.
Pulling awkwardly out of the car, I adjust the brown scratchy woolen sweater that I'm wearing slightly, pulling it away from my neck. I turn around and reach for the crowbar at the feet of at the bottom of the car and clutch it, looking over at the smashed entrance.
The sturdy.
I swing my legs out of the car after opening the door, stand up, stretch, pull down twice on the bottom of my coat to straighten it out.
Taking a long final drag of a cigarette. I stamp it out in the ashtray and keeping the lights of the car fixed on the front of the building. I open up the door, put a long black trench coat, pull it around myself.
The lights of the car lights up the main entrance, the sturdy oaken doors still standing at the first floor. The doors of the second and third floor with these overlooks are the ones busted in. The light also illuminates this large curved lettering that reads O'Neill Sanatorium, and below it, against the fighting against consumption.
I very briefly worked here when it was on its last legs. It was falling apart at the time. Very primitive conditions. But I'm not sure why Leon would be held here.
Whatever it is, doesn't smell right. Sums up. We're gonna get to the bottom of it.
All right, let's go. Let's get in and get out. I want to get out of here already. Who has the crowbar?
The humid.
I raise the crowbar wordlessly and approach the chained door, staring down at the padlock.
The chain's not as rusted as the rest of the building. Padlock seems standard.
My mother told me that this is the weakest spot in a chain. I'm going to strain hard with the crowbar, using the door's leverage to try to pop open the lock.
With the leverage, it pops easily. Just clicks. The 2 pieces of padlock fall down to the floor.
Your mother sounds like a real classy lady.
She is a machinist. She's still working at 65.
Way to go, Mom.
All right. Once I cut these lights off, it'd be pretty dark. Holding the torch lantern in my hand, I pass it over to Mitchell. Hold this for me, will you?
I take it. Hold it up.
We'll rush back over and kill the lights in the car, cutting off the engine. Hit that switch on the side.
I immediately draw my weapon as soon as he turns the lights off, and I kind of fumble around with my finger between the handle and the trigger to turn the lantern on from the side as instructed. Eventually, I get it, and it comes on, shine directly into my face. I squint and turn it around and wait for Mitch to come on back.
Preparing my own weapon, feeling it in the shoulder holster under my coat. I rush back over.
Shielding my face momentarily against the flashlight, I look forward towards the two doors, and I push on them to open them.
Weighty. Once a bit of inertia is applied, they slowly open. Loud creaking, revealing the main hall. Wooden floor, fancy arches, holding up the second floor above. Doors to either side, all doors busted. Mud on the wooden floor.
Walking in behind, wiping off the rain from my coat. Hey, Kurt, you know, you're pretty handy with that crowbar. Say, if we get into trouble, you're going to be able to use that to defend yourself or us even?
I don't get into many fights, but I can hold people back. So I will try not to injure whoever it is.
I turn to Mitchell. This guy's going to sit here and tell me in that all of his years of working at a sanatorium, he's never had to put someone down? Come on.
He'll do fine. I clap Kurt on the back as hard as I can, probably a little too hard.
I do not. What are you referring to? I treat the patients well. It is very infrequent that we have to wrestle them, and I've never killed anyone.
Oh, well, maybe my terminology was a little too forward. Of course, you've never had to kill anybody. But you look like you know how to handle yourself. I turn to look at one of the large columns that points up to an archway. Got to say the ambiance in this place is something else, I tell you.
I raise the lantern higher to get as large light spaces as possible to take it in.
One room to the left and one to the right. The column going up goes to this crystal chandelier. Beautiful, just like the rest of the place. Somehow abandoned. And the lights on it flicker for just a second. On and off, on and off.
Oh, that was weird.
This place may still have power. I'm not sure how.
It makes no
That
sense.
makes it worse. That makes it worse.
I walk over to the light switch and flick it back and forth.
It coaxes this. Every now and then, a few flickers from the light. There's still some electricity in the place. Probably coming from the generator.
Well, the generator's as good a place as any to start. If there's still power in here, we could try to get it working, make the search a little bit easier. But generators are usually in basements, and I'm not super excited about going down there. Would you say, why did you say this place was abandoned? Just building a new one? Or, I mean, this place seems pretty new.
So it is the main hallway is in pretty good condition, but this is a old style sanatorium that the world has moved on from some of the practices that were done here. The old sanatoriums emphasize isolation. Newer ones have larger open spaces. So, but this is the best area of the entire sanatorium.
My shoulders slump when I hear that. I shake my head. Silent.
I slip off the leather trench coat, and I rest it on the back of a wooden carved sitting bench. Looking around the place. Well, you've been here before. Turning to Kurt. Where the heck is this generator, anyways?
I believe that the stairs to the basement level are this way. I gesture east, down a dark hallway.
I swing the lantern as he gestures.
For a second, the glare, two dots of light, eyes, and it creeps back towards the wall.
Gun in hand. 357 Magnum. What the hell was that?
I point my gun out into the dark. The lantern is sort of not focused down the hall, as my attention was caught by the movement.
We had, in my time here, I remember that there were many conversations about bats. So, unfortunately, the animals may have gotten down in this area.
I don't know. That was a little bit too close to the ground to be a bat.
I didn't see it. I'm not sure.
Any of the patients have pets, stray cats that might have wandered around that they captured?
There were no possessions allowed at my time here.
I don't know, a little too big to be a cat anyway. Those eyes were at least 2 feet off the ground.
Place the pistol back in its holster. I pull my my sport coat. We'll keep a keen eye out, huh?
I shall lead the way here. I step forward into the dark towards the stairs downwards.
I follow him, constantly swinging the lantern between forward ahead of him and backward behind us, just sweeping constantly.
After the entryway, the main hall extends, going to both wings. Large metal bars bar the main entrance of the wings, locked, affixed in place, like a prison.
This is the first security gate. I yank on it, trying to open it from this side.
Completely locked.
Perfect.
Right.
Is there any I scan my eyes scan the walls looking for a hook of any kind that might hold a key ring.
There are no hooks. There were desks back at the entryway.
Perhaps we should return to the administration's section.
Yeah, if there's a key to open this, it's going to be where the security desk was.
I'm not sure who locked this. It makes little sense to prevent the patients from exiting if there are no patients. I did not expect this. I turn and walk backwards towards the main entrance hall, towards the desks.
I slap Mitch on the shoulder with the back of my left hand. At least he had an expectation. I don't know what to expect. I hate this place.
Yeah. No good can come from here. My hand is running along the wall. I feel a switch, and I flick it up.
Light flickers for a moment. The energy in the place completely failing on its last legs.
Silently curse under my breath.
With the little burst of light, one can see behind the desks a small pile of ash, recent fire.
This was lit by someone.
What do you see, Kurt?
It's ashes.
Ugh.
It's a hobo.
Yeah, some sort of squatters. I reach into a breast pocket and pull out a soft pack of cigarettes and place one into my mouth.
Circling the ashes in the light of the match, a ring of small metal objects, things like little cans and things to prevent the fire from going all out. Ashes recently burned. One or two little red cinders glowing. And suddenly the door bursts down. A man bursts in, his eyes wide, look from side to side, and he drops this massive pile of sticks and moss on the floor. Slurred speech. Hey!
Gun drawn, aimed at him. Hands where I could see him. Hands where I could see him.
Not lowering his hands, his body movements erratic, almost leaning towards the door that he just burst in through. Hey, who are you? Has a ragged beard, beanie, and just covered in ragged clothes. You're not with them, are you?
The hell you talking
who?
about?
Look. I don't want any trouble. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Just need a place to go through this fucking storm.
You're good, man. You're not in any trouble. Why don't you come on in here, get out of the storm, we'll have a conversation. I just want to know what's going on in here. You? Yeah, I'm a cop. You can see my uniform, but I'm not. We're here on other business. We're not here to, clear any squatters out. So come on in. If you've been here, how long have you been here?
He looks from one side to another. Who's the kid with you? He says, pointing with his head towards Kurt.
I raise a large meaty arm in kind of like a calming pose, what I believe to be a calming pose. You will not be harmed. I am a nurse.
I lower the gun, place it back in its holster.
All right. There's no trouble for me. Cops can't lie, right?
Of course
sure,
not.
You got it.
Crazy?
Right. He quickly falls to his hands and knees, begins picking up the pile of sticks again, trying to get this damn fire back up. Y'all got a light?
Yeah, come on over here.
I reach in my pocket, produce a small lighter. Toss it to him as he's picking his sticks up.
Oh, still fast, he grabs it. One last nervous look before he gets up and comes with all the sticks he could have mustered and throws them at the pit and begins trying to light it.
Say, pal, what's your name?
Name? I'm Steven. No one's called me that for a good half a decade now, though.
And how long did you say you've been living here?
I didn't say it. Keeps trying to light the sticks.
Well, I don't care how long you've been here. I just want to know, have you seen anyone else? How far into the building have you gotten? We're trying to get to the generator. The security door's locked. You know how we can bypass it?
Generator. Think you can. Yeah. I've been there before. You can get in through the coal chute. People wooed me off of there, though. Crazy people.
You mean there's more people here?
Yeah, every now and then. They're not always here. When they are, I avoid the place like the plague.
What kind of people?
The bad kind. They dress well, but they'll pull a gun on you. Fancy people. I don't know what they're doing out here. Maybe it's like the land appraiser and trying to get the place sold off. I don't know. He finally manages to light one of the sticks and begins trying to coax the fire out of the wet fuel. Why are you here?
It's a long story. Kurt, is any of this making sense to you, man?
I shake my head. I did not expect anyone to be here. This place is what I was told at St. John's is that this place was going to be demolished. There'd be no reason for people to come here.
God damn, another good place gone down.
I start to walk over to the doorway where I saw the two eyes staring back as the small fire begins to catch and take. I pick up the lantern and carry it with me over.
I follow him with the lantern, unwilling to be out of the light.
Very
Y'all
well.
gonna be around here, officers? If I call y'all, you're gonna come help an old man? He wrestles with
Yeah,
the
I'll
fire
tell you
gun.
what, Steven. You keep the lighter, and if you see anyone, holler for us.
Oh, yes, sir. He grabs the lighter and puts it on his pocket. I take good care of it. Hard to come by
Well, it's
one of
yours
these.
now, so do what you want with it.
I holler back. Hey, Steven, you you wouldn't happen to have any little pets or critters running around here, would you? A little dog or a cat or something?
There's raccoons.
Mm,
Managed to catch one. It was pretty tasty.
Anything bigger than that? We could have swore we saw a pair of eyes staring at us from the shadows when we first stepped in. Any deer or anything else like that? Bigger creatures?
Deer don't come out here. If you saw something big, then he stops and thinks for a moment. And then he says, nah. He wouldn't believe it. It's back with wrestling with the fire with one stick.
Come on, Steven. Now you have to tell us. You can't just do that to me.
You got a quarter?
Yeah, sure. I fish around in my pocket for a minute. Fishing. I got 2 dimes and a nickel, not a quarter. Is that okay?
That'll do.
I slap it on the desk and slide it toward him.
He immediately gets up, grabs it real quick, and crouches back down. Right. Putting it in one of his makeshift pockets. Just fabric just tailored into the pre-existing suit. Right. You're all gonna call me crazy, but there's Bigfoot around here. Big, smelly, glinting eyes. Out here in those woods, hear them all the time. They're massive. You want to know if you go to the right wing, you can see where one of them broke through one of the windows. I don't know how he reached on the second floor, broke right through. You can see it. Looks like a car hit the damn thing. Except cars can't hit the second floor.
What the hell is a Bigfoot? Kurt, what's he talking
Big as an alien.
You mean from outer space?
No. From like another dimension. They came to see what we're doing with nukes, you know. It's all your damn fault. And he points to Mitch and then to Mitchell.
I laugh to break my own tension. My shoulders slump in relaxed relief. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate it. Remember, if you hear anyone or if you see anyone, you call out for us, okay?
Oh, I'll call, all right.
He said the Bigfoot did some damage on the second floor.
Yeah, and for that one, you can't call me crazy. Go check it out if you want. The right wing isn't the locked one.
I step a little bit closer to Stephen. Stephen, have you been committed in a sanitarium before?
I knew someone from around here, yeah. Was ever in it myself.
I just wanted to know that.
Yeah,
All right,
they're
well,
still looking for him. His eyes twitch twice. They're lying.
I give a long look to Kurt and then back to Stephen. Stephen, this fella you're talking about, what's his name? This fella you been missing.
An old war fella. Went with me overseas. No, not World War II, the one before that. Puts his hands close to the fire and begins warming up. It's all the same shit I did. Still managed to be a little bit more normal than I am.
What was his name?
Scott, yeah. Scott Smith, yeah. That's what his name was, yeah. Don't know the middle name if you can ask that.
So he is missing too. Are you worried about him?
Nah, he'll live well out there. He's the best of us, but you know, maybe he'll come back here one day. Get to talk again.
Finishing up another cigarette, I toss the remnants of it into the small fire. I don't know about you fellas, but I feel like hunting a Bigfoot. Trying to stifle a laugh.
yeah, let's go Bigfoot hunting, I guess.
Yes, let's proceed. I take a look over the desks to see if I find a key ring or something similar.
On the desk, below pile of papers is a small shape. Something indenting on the paper, probably covering something.
I pull the paper off of it and grab the object, pulling it out into the light.
It is a small little locket with an image of a woman in it, left abandoned.
I pop it open and check the name.
The name has long been scratched off of the metal, the nice brass metal. But inside is a keychain with 7 small keys swinging on it and 2 large ones.
While this is going on, I approach Mitch. Hey, Mitch, I felt a lot better when I had the lantern. Do you mind?
Oh, geez, kid, sorry. I reach the lantern, pass it over to him.
Thank you so much. I take it, adjust it in my hand. Feels comfortable. Feels good.
I jingle the keys, revealing to the others that I found some of these keys. I'm not sure if these belong to the sanatorium, but maybe they do.
Well, I'll be, aren't you just the silver bullet today?
Well, I guess we got to pick then. Where are we going? We going Bigfoot hunting? We going generator starting? I mean, I vote for the generator. I think that's pretty clear.
Well, you never know. We might kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
I think it makes sense to restore the power first. So I agree.
What are we sitting around here blabbing for? Let's go do it. I confidently turn, begin to walk in the direction of the staircase again.
I follow.
I swing and point the light to give them the best pathway ahead, and I do not sweep this time.
Few good steps going down the hallway. The placards with the names of all the directors and their paintings. The last few, the more recent one, the painting was ripped off. Once more, the iron bars stand in the way, and the keyhole in it indicates that it's one of the larger keys that goes into it.
I pull out the larger key and snap the and twist the lock to unlock the gate and pull the door open.
Sudden loud clack of the metal as it unlocks, heard throughout the whole, going around the whole facility. This droning metallic noise as the bars open.
I flinch, look up. Whew. Turn around and shine the light towards Steven. Check to make sure he's still there.
Steven is still tending to the fire, hunched over. Fire is finally now stable. He's warming his hands.
Swing the light back toward the gate.
Gun in hand, I slip my thin frame through the gap, walking through deeper into the hallway.
Still holding, I stow the keys into my pocket and still holding the crowbar, follow close behind.
I take a cue from Mitch and redraw my gun, keeping it at my side as I try to light their way as best I can from where I am. And I sweep back and forth the hallway in front of us as we go.
There's administrative offices to either side, but right in front of the hallway is a stairway. One goes up, one goes down. A sign, fading but still readable. The one going up goes to the patient quarters of the left wing, and the one going down goes to the generator room.
I gesture down towards the generator room.
Taking point, gun still drawn, I sort of gesture to Mitchell. All right, stay close.
You got it. I step in behind Mitch to make sure I can keep one arm as over his shoulder as I can to light the way ahead.
Once the way lights up ahead, the shimmering of dirty brown water can be seen. Infiltration flooding half the basement.
Ugh.
Great.
Since you are helping me, I suppose I will go first. I begin to roll up my slacks, so just the boots will get wet. Please light my way, Mitch.
This gets better and better. You got it, Kurt. Go ahead.
Water just below the knee, sloshing, cold despite the warm, humid air. The generator room and the basement are rather small. There's a storage to one side and the generator to the other. We need to walk a good way down the basement to get to it.
My pant legs hiked up. My fine leather dress shoes now thoroughly soaked. Carefully shuffling my feet along so I don't have to lift them up and potentially step on anything dangerous. You see anything?
The shimmering lights reflect on the dirty brown water, splashing caustics up against the interior of the basement. I can't tell yet. I'm going deeper in.
Generator appears ahead, slightly shaking. It is an old-timey one, really old. 3 times as large as the usual model. Almost as big as a room. Rusted and old, but somehow still humming lightly. Hungry for more fuel.
Man.
Well, we found our generator. I step out in front of Kurt with the lantern, and I scan the generator for a fuel gauge of some sort.
The gauge broken. It's past the empty.
Well, we can guess it needs more fuel. Let's, I guess, check the room, see if there's any fuel cans or coal or whatever this thing runs on. I don't even know.
I walk up to
No.
the fixture on the wall. This array of knobs and valves. I find one labeled throttle, and I inspect it to see where its position is, whether full throttle or low.
It's in low throttle.
Find any fuel? This thing's running on, it's just humming along.
I reach out and grasp a metal fuel container and rattle it completely empty. I set it down into the water. This one's empty.
I approach 3 larger metal rusting barrels in the corner, not rusted through, and I start to bang on them to see if I can hear a difference in fuel level.
They slosh, and there is no sheen of iridescence atop the water.
I think I found something here in these. One of you guys want to come over here, help me drag it over? I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know where this goes.
I push the crowbar through my belt loop and walk over to the metal barrels and start dragging them through the water slowly towards the generator.
I help as best I can, but I get the feeling that I'm hindering progress more than I'm actually helping. I eventually just stop, point the lantern so he can see.
Hand on the throttle. With gritting my teeth, I begin to pull it little by little, kicking up the throttle, giving it a bit more gas.
The hum begins growing louder and louder, like a bear, and then suddenly there's a sudden outburst, and it begins chugging along, shaking all the water around it as it moves large, and the lights kick on.
Ah!
Well, that's good news.
And the instant the lights kick on, there is this, looking through the coal chute, the lights casts on its face this large black outline, enormous hands looking through, and as soon as the lights catch on it, it retreats. One just able to see the fingers and the human-like face.
What the cursing and shouting, a gun pointed out, aimed at the space. What the hell was that?
I'm already firing, unloading everything I have in the pistol. As soon as the light caught it. Blam, 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 blam.
Roll.
$45.
A round goes through glass, shattering it. Another round ripples through wood, but 2 rounds hit something meaty. There is a gurgle. This thing moves fast, making noise, going around the building. The sound falling around the walls.
I am shouting at Mitchell. Stop! Stop! Stop!
I do not stop until I hear click, 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 click.
Following the sound, bullets going through wood. Finally, it clicks.
I stand frozen in shock.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Do you
I don't know
not
what
see
that-
we're surrounded by fuel?
I don't know what the hell that thing is, man. That was not I don't know, man. I don't like it here. I say to hell with Leon. I say I can't do this, man. I'm sorry, Kurt, but with this thing hanging around here, I don't know what I saw, but I say we just call it a case closed. Missing persons. See you later.
Mitchell, wait.
I not loudly, but I slap my hand down on a barrel and say, Leon's my friend, and I thought I could trust the two of you to come and see if he is in one of the cells upstairs. That is, I have already paid you, Mitchell.
Everybody, I trying to cut the tension. Everybody, calm down. Listen, we don't know what the hell that was. Whatever it is, it's spooked. It's running around. Listen, if we even have a dream of getting out of here alive without running back into whatever that thing was, we got to stick together. Mitchell, you're not going anywhere without the two of us.
Well, I'm standing here in water up to my shins. Whether or not I'm leaving, we still got to go make our way back up the stairs. We're either going up the stairs to the second floor, we're going up the stairs to get out of here. I don't want to stand down here with this thing running around. I'm going up. I'm going up, and I just turn to leave with the lantern to go up the stairs.
I I awkwardly and slowly feel my way through the water towards the stairs. Wait, I can't see.
I flip a switch in the other room. All the lights in the basement corridor cut on. She'll be able to turn the lights on in this place now, but we got to be careful though. I don't trust that old ancient generator. Make sure we're not putting too much juice on it.
Lighting up the all of the basement now. The most of the storage area empty, but one locker was locked, and in it is a shotgun and shells for it. They're lit up in the light.
Kurt, hand me that crowbar.
I cannot believe that they left this here. I walk over and I put the crowbar in myself to break open this
Much sturdier.
cage locker.
Roll.
All right.
Roll plus 20%.
Fail.
This thick
bends.
padlock, military grade, rusted, been in a war or two, still managed to hold on.
Damn it.
I grab the crowbar out of his hands. Let me show you how a real man does it. I jam it in, try to careen my thin frame against it. Pop a blood vessel in my forehead. Nope.
Hold on. I dig out the keychain from my pocket and begin trying the small keys.
I hear
There
the
is a
banging
loud
going on
sloshing
behind
of
me.
water in the other room.
I stop and put the keys back into my pocket and slowly grab the crowbar again.
I hear the banging. Sorry. I hear the banging going on down there as they're struggling with the locker. With the lights on, I turn the lantern off and kind of awkwardly tuck it under my left arm, fish around in one of my duty uniform pockets for additional ammo. And I start to, again, awkwardly reload my weapon as I'm walking up the stairs in the now totally lit corridor, completely ignoring what's going on behind me.
Gun trained at the
Reloads.
entrance of the other room.
The water keeps sloshing and sloshing in a frenzy. Something big moving through it. Suddenly, it peeks around the corner, coming down from the stairs. Stephen, clutching his mouth, blood coming down. He opens his mouth to try and talk, but only gurgles. This large red pile of blood in his mouth, his tongue ripped out.
Oh,
Stephen, what the hell happened to you? Stephen! I begin to rush over towards the stairs. Mitchell, where the hell are you?
I hear him call for me and immediately, duty struck, spin around and sprint back down the stairs as best I can. I'm right here. I'm coming. I'm sorry. I can't. And I stop as I see Steven there. Blood drooling everywhere from his mouth, tongueless.
Kurt, do
I
something.
didn't even pass him on the stairs. Where'd he come from?
From up in the stairs, as soon as one foot goes down the first step, it breaks, goes through. Then the foot hits the next, and the whole stair collapses. Roll not to fall.
Failure.
Success.
Mitchell manages to not fall. Mitch.
My foot goes clean through the board. I attempt to catch myself on the stair above, and that also buckles underneath my weight. The step waterlogged. I fall down, twist my ankle.
I stride through the water, trying to reach my injured comrades.
Kurt, something got him. He's bleeding pretty bad. There's got to be something you could do.
How are the two of you? Can the two of you walk? I will tend to this. I'll tend to him.
I'll be fine.
I'm fine. I put the lantern down as best I can on whatever dry set of busted up wooden stair I can find, and I do my best to offer a hand down to Mitch to see if I can reach him to help him back up.
I take the hand.
I swear to God, Mitch, if you pull me down with you, I swear to God.
I'd never do such a thing. Listen, we don't have time for games. What the hell was that thing?
I have no idea.
Steven, I kneel down beside him. Listen, man, you got to tell me who did this to you? What happened?
His eyes panicking, going from side to side quickly, tries to talk and gurgles more. Swallows a mouthful of blood and almost pukes.
I approach him and take him with both hands. Lay on your side. You do not want to lie back.
He looks down at the water, panicking.
I pull off my sweater and try to forcibly open his mouth with my hands to see what's happening.
There is some resistance at first, but he gives up, letting you do what you want to.
This man, his tongue has been cut. I try to figure out if it was a clean cut or a rough cut.
Ripped off, nasty, jagged.
Oh, Steven. Oh, God.
My eyes dance all around us. My head swinging back and forth, looking all around for anything, any other signs of life in the area. Success.
The water stills once more.
Listen, we got to get out of here.
I clamber up. I take Steven's body and I try to lift it up to the undamaged staircase level. And yes.
He still fighting, still a fighter. Grabs to it, lets you help him, slowly gets up. He tries to wait a little bit, gets up. With one hand now, he holds the sweater, applying pressure not to bleed, knowing to do that.
Go forward. It can't support all of our weight. We need to spread out.
Yeah, he crawls up. Finally, once he reaches the next floor, he stands up and runs, books it.
He's gonna bleed out.
Gun in hand, I place it back into my holster. Mitchell, come on, you're next.
All right. Don't forget the lantern. I turn around and I do my best to pull myself up onto the stable level of the staircase. It's a fail.
I'm lifting him up, trying to boost him up as much as I can.
I'm like kicking my feet and twisting, and I'm wrapping my legs around your shoulders, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm an utter
Mitchell.
weakling.
Stop!
I stop and just lose my grip and fall face first through the hole in the stairs.
Oh, mother. All right, you help me up.
Okay. Holding my mouth. It's a fail.
Same.
Holding the crowbar, I pass it over. Can you get a grip with this? I hand it to Mitch.
What am I going to do with this?
Maybe
Look
pull
around.
yourself like a hook.
Look around for a ladder or something. Come on. There's got to
Uh,
be something. I
looking,
start to
looking-
gingerly walk around looking for a ladder.
I mean, I guess we could always try to go out the coal chute. I'm not too happy to do it.
that's where the thing is. Whatever that is.
It's an option.
Paralyzed with doubt,
No
I
ladders.
simply stare.
Only the coal chute going out besides the stairs.
Gritting my teeth. Maybe we can drag over one of those barrels. They were pretty rusted out. I don't know.
Well, it's a good idea. It's worth a try. I hate the idea of going up the coal chute.
Yeah. Kurt, come here. Help me with these barrels.
I get out of the way so that they can have as much room as they need to maneuver in position.
My crowbar hands stays at my belt loop as I haul the barrel.
Rolling.
Barrels move through the wall. They're sloshing.
I pull it over to the staircase, and I gingerly I rest my good foot on the top of it, and with all my might try to boost myself up, holding on to a post on the wall. Successfully bounding up, I steady myself, balancing, gauging the height.
Able to get up to the stairs. With that, the sound of a car can be heard outside, shuffling through the gravel driveway. And then police sirens.
What the hell? We got company. Come on. Everybody up.
I attempt to haul myself up. Success. I pull myself cleanly up the stairs and reach down with a hand for Mitchell.
Come on, get Mitchell up here.
Steps
All right,
inside, coming through the wooden floor. Hello, is anyone out there? A confident voice comes out.
Yeah, we're in here.
Yeah. We're down here.
You got an officer, you got a PI, you got an orderly.
Oh, I'm coming. Flashlight flashes the field of vision.
The flashlight
Shoot
catches
pops.
me in the eyes, and I absolutely slip, reaching out for Kurt's hand. I just cannot find a way out of these stairs.
Hey, what are you two doing here? Cop holding flashlight. His buddy behind him is carrying a now handcuffed Stephen. Stephen is looking panicked from side to side.
There's 3 of us, not 2, and we're investigating.
Well, why don't you come here? Because I haven't heard of any warrants around here, and they must go through the sheriff.
Nah, it's PI stuff. So
he shines his light, looks around the light, trying to find Mitchell, but not able to see down the stairway from his angle. Stephen looks Mitch and Kurt right in the eye. He nudges with his head towards the cops. His lips move.
I was seeing Steven's mouthing. While still holding an arm down for Mitchell with my right arm, I am pulling the crowbar out clandestinely.
Hey, I'm with you guys. I can show you my badge. Just give me a second. Let me get up out of this situation.
Without a sound, I circumvent the group, walking back towards the door.
The flashlight follows you as you do so. Hey, what? Look, we just got a call. There's been trouble and screaming around here, okay? We don't want any trouble. We just want everyone to step out. We'll see if you really are a cop. No guns. Come on. Come out with your hands in the air.
I mean, I'll do my best. I got to get up out of here first.
We'll help you out of there.
Find my way up. Nah, I slip again.
Can you just help my friend? Listen, this place
is all this damn water.
Got some pretty bad floods, huh? He steps closer to help, and Mitch can tell that he has the badge, or not even the wrong county, but the wrong state on his uniform. How about this? You points to Mitch and Kurt with his nose. Why don't you stand there, far corner of the wall there, and I'll help your friend up, okay?
Oh no!
You keep holding that hobo.
There's no need for that. Listen, don't worry about the hobo. That's Steven. He's chill. He's fine.
What do you mean? There's no need. I need to get out of here, man. Just let him help me.
There's no need for us to. We're gonna help you. We're gonna come on. And I sort of gesture over.
Okay, we'll do it then.
I'll hold your light here. To one of the cops. Here, point that light over here. We haven't turned the lights on in this place yet. Try that switch.
Did you get the power back on?
I flipped a couple switches. I don't know. Try the switch on the wall.
Kurt, he reaches for it, presses it.
Kurt says, back on.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I didn't mean what I said. You put the lights on. Yeah. He's stammering.
I was still laying down, my arm extended towards Mitchell. My hand grips the crowbar tightly.
All right, fine. I'm gonna still try to get out, I guess. While you guys are, I don't know, fussing about up there. So I grab Kurt's hand one more time. That's a success.
I lift Mitchell upwards towards the staircase proper.
Finally, with Mitchell up. Yes. Is that just the 3 of you? No one else?
Yeah, it's just us 3.
Yeah, just us 3.
He cocks the revolver. Now face the fucking wall. Get in the wall. Drop your guns. And he's mostly paying attention to Mitch and Mitchell, who look threatening. His eyes away from Kurt.
I rolling on the ground. I swing over with the crowbar, smashing them right in the knee and crotch.
For just a second, you could just look towards it as you do it. Roll. Plus 20% to success.
That is a crit success. I can hear the bone of the kneecap shattering, and the fleshy of the the sweetmeats of this gentleman.
It painfully bends backwards, and he falls down, dropping his gun. Ah, son of a bitch! Get him, shoot him! And
gun trained immediately on the other one. Say, drop it, bastard!
The guy drops Steven, pushes him forward towards Mitch, and tries to run off.
I fire shots at him.
My arms immediately go up in the air. I have no idea what's going on. I back up just a little bit, very nearly off of the stairs, and back down into the water. I kick the lantern off the ledge. It's in the water now.
Success.
Stephen is quick enough to throw himself to the floor. Shots ring out, and they hit the wood, but one of them thuds right on the man's leg, and he begins limping off, moving much slower. The man with a broken leg on the floor is clutching it, gritting his teeth. You motherfuckers, you know what they're gonna do to you? Gonna serve you up right well, skin you fucking alive. You better let me fucking go.
I using my training, I begin to wrestle with the broken-legged man to pin him into a submission hold.
He can't even fight back. He's more worried about trying to move his leg to not to hurt as much as than to fight back.
I wrestle him and pin him against the wall.
They're gonna serve you right well. They're gonna fucking eat you alive. He keeps saying under strained breath, but nothing more. But if you let me go, pull me out there back in that car and drive the way home. It's your only fucking chance.
I run towards the one that was shot in the leg as he continues to try to hobble. I throw myself at him, try to tackle him to the ground.
Just enough time for him to turn back, whites up his eyes, seeing. Easily able to.
He hits the ground with a dull thud. I press a hand against the wound, causing extreme pain.
You are able to hear the unclasping of a leather satchel and the unsheathing of a knife with his other hand.
I am completely dumbfounded at what's unfolding before me. I draw my gun, trusting my companions, and I run to follow Mitch up the stairs, seeing that Kurt has this one well in hand.
They're fake, I shout.
The man with a knife trying to hit at Mitch, not able to get the angle due to his body on top of him. He's gone crazy. Cop, help me.
What the hell are you talking about? I rear back a fist, trying to swing at him. My thin frame not strong enough to do any meaningful damage.
Help! And he gets the angle just enough to put the blade, but not through. It goes under the skin and through it. Superficial, but still horribly painful.
Mother. Cuss under my breath. Mitchell! For goodness sake, help me!
I train my weapon toward the fake cop, and I yell out, "Mitch, roll off, roll off!"
Holding on to the grip of his arm, I fling to one side, attempting to roll off. Failure.
It wouldn't be difficult to let go. It's not trying to grab, it's trying to get you off. For a moment, he's holding the bloody knife, and his eyes are wide, looking up at Mitchell with the gun. You wouldn't.
I would, and I fire. It goes way wide. I completely miss.
He's stationary on the floor. No need to roll.
That was a warning shot.
Right, okay. He tosses the knife to the side and gets his hand up.
My gun now trained.
This has all been a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding my ass. Kurt, what's that guy talking about? Something gonna eat and skin us alive. What is...
He's gonna. They said they were going to kill us, skin us. I don't know who these people are. Who are you? I shake the man that I have pinned.
You don't understand. It is a misunderstanding even at that point. They're coming, and he's hungry.
Who?
He's already taken a bite off of Stephen.
Who? I can't handle this anymore. I walk up to him and I put the barrel of my gun directly to his forehead and I press it against him as hard as I can. Who?
He swallows. The new Lord.
I'm going to need you to be more specific than that. I place my gun next to his ear and I fire around into the floor. And then I move it back over in front of his forehead. And then I lean over to the left side of his head, the side I didn't fire on. And I say, you're going to need to be more specific than that.
You see him. I can't explain. He's big. He's wonderful. We'll be
Where is he? Where is he? Is he here? Is he upstairs? Who is he?
He's already stalking around.
My eyes dance behind Mitchell, seeing a hulking form looming behind him.
Lightning cracks right in that moment, revealing the outline cast in shadow of this thing, 9 foot tall. Different pairs of humans are wrapped around it, different faces, including a face that Kurt knows way too well. Different faces twisted, contorted into this thing. Long, razor-sharp claws. And behind it, men covered in cult robes. White robes.
I looking up the staircase at this new figure, I shove the false cop tumbling down the stairs into the water and stand up.
I, oblivious to what's going on around me, gun still in this guy's face. Who are you talking about? Who's been running around? That thing I shot?
Mitchell.
What?
Mitchell.
What? I turn and I see
this grotesque abomination made up of different human bodies. Leon is wrapped around it like a belt wraps around a person. His face off to the side, weak and dead. Then suddenly it moves, eyes snap and look toward Kurt. You took such good care of me, Kurt. Do you not want to do it anymore? Join us.
What? I am flabbergasted, and I back up in terror.
takes one slow, tentative step forward.
As a brief moment of insanity attempts to grip me, I strengthen my resolve, remember where I am, aim my weapon, and begin to unload at this monster. Critical success.
Describe
a volley of bullets until all that is heard is clicking, careen into the supposed head of this monster. Thick gouts of black and red and green and yellow all ooze from these bullet holes. A cacophony of voices call out in a symphony of pain and screams.
It grows smaller, two bodies fall off of it, and where the bodies meet like jig pieces, it's all pure red and fleshy, meeting together in amalgamation. And this thing screams, and the guard right below Mitchell, the fake cop, in a fervor of piety, reaches up to try to get the gun despite putting his life in danger. He screams, "No!"
As he reaches, I fire directly into his forehead.
Falls down dead.
My shock still affects me, but I almost unconsciously grip the crowbar, preparing to take a swing at this hideous creature.
The man with the broken leg is left, and he's too injured to fight. His gun no longer with him. Fallen off to the floor when he was hit. The roll.
Failure. The wet and sweat causes the crowbar to slip from my fingers and clatter onto the rotten wooden floor.
It clatters onto the floor. The thing takes one step forward, overbearing. Dozen eyes of the bodies wrapped around it, looking at you, all tracking. And the body of Leon uncoils itself from its waist as if it were a snake and hugs you. There is no need to be afraid.
Kurt!
I scream.
Fingers fumbling over the revolver, attempting to load 2 more bullets. Hastily, I drop one of the rounds. It scatters on the floor. I bend over, fumbling, trying to get to it. Kurt, don't let that thing take you. Mitchell, do something.
I spin around, panicked, absolutely shaking. I take the revolver, open the chamber, count the rounds left, 4, position it, close it, and then I unload as much as I can into the back of Leon. That's a success.
Shots ripple through, all 4 hitting their mark. One hitting the spine, and as soon as the spine is severed, this thing breaks in 2 and flops, letting go of Kurt.
The warm and disgusting sensation of the embrace of the creature fades away, and I'm splashed with dark, cool blood from Mitchell's shots.
The cop on the other room next to the stairs is dragging himself towards his gun slowly.
Seeing this, My grip loosens and my 357 clatters to the ground. I dive towards him, sliding across, aiming, going for the gun as well. Success. Scooting across, meeting his hand there. Both my hands on the gun. Scoop it up. Don't you dare.
He puts his hands up, not in the same fervor as his friend. The creature, angered by this, another body falling off of it, weakening it. The much less gentle hands of this old man reach toward the uncoiling itself again, reach toward Kurt. He tries to grab him by the neck.
I somehow adapting to the situation, I begin to fight back against this creature.
Roll.
Failure.
The hands grab your neck, lift you up, begin crushing, then toss you forward. Wounds. Kurt lands by the stairwell.
I smashed against the rotten wood. Ugh.
Mitchell, get Kurt and get out of here.
I just blinded by this scene in front of me, or paralyzed with fear. I know that I've no more ammo. I cast my gun to the ground and I start to look around for anything, and I spot the knife that the guy had who was attacking Mitch, and I grab it up and I just run at this thing and I start swinging wildly at it.
Roll.
Fail.
From the flank, another body tries to reach and grab the knife. 4 wet hands of 2 different bodies grabbing your arm now.
I, with fast steps, rush over towards Kurt, scooping up his arm, a hand underneath his head. Come on, we're getting out of here. I don't know what the hell Mitchell's doing. He's trying to fight this thing.
The crunching sound where I landed, I can feel that 2 of my ribs are broken. Something is bleeding inside. I attempt to get to my feet towards Mitch. Ugh.
A face appears through the window. The scared but determined face of Stephen, managing to get off. He holds up the lighter and tries to reach it through the window, and then he nudges towards the basement.
My strength falters trying to pick up Kurt. I see Stephen. What the hell are you talking about? I take the lighter in hand.
Not able to make noises with his tongue, he just lets air out like the hum of a generator. He flicks the lighter twice. It hands it.
I see what he's saying. Kurt, you need to get Mitchell and get out of here. Can you move?
Barely. I need some way to fight back.
You're not going to fight back. You're taking Mitchell and you're getting out of here. I'd turn. Mitchell! Stop fighting that thing and help Kurt get out of here. I'll take care of this.
Absolutely fearing for my life. I can hear nothing but ringing in my ears as the blood that's rushed to my head blocks everything else out, and I just keep wildly swinging on this thing. Another failure. swinging so wildly. I hit my wrist against one of its necks. I dropped the knife. I got nothing left. I just swing my hands.
More arms join, all lifting you up, hugging, crushing bones, true wounds.
Mitchell! Gun in hand. Kurt, I think it's got to be you, pal. Get up and get out of here. I reach into a pocket and I toss him my keys to my car. I'll finish this.
I barely catch, clutching my side. I say, "What are you going to do? Get out of here with me."
No. Not with this thing here. Listen, you got to get as far away as you can. Find a hospital, get yourself patched up. I'm putting this thing away for good.
I barely understanding what is being said. I stumble towards the exit. Seeing the horrible visage of Mitchell being crushed by this monster.
I'm absolutely flailing and screaming, half in aggression and half wailing in pain. Ah! And I just keep pounding on the thing with my hand as much as I'm able. That's a fail.
The thing finishes the hug, spine crushing and absorbing. As it does, the thing starts stepping forward. The cultists follow behind it, and they calmly fall to their knees and begin preparing the bodies on the floor to be integrated. Little knives carving bits of flesh out.
I awkwardly stumble towards the door, just trying to escape. I walk out into the swampy, warm air of the evening.
This thing looks towards Mitch, dozen faces contorting, looking towards him. Don't you want to talk to Mitchell again? B1?
I throw a piece of wood at this thing. It bounces off one of the heads. Say, if you want me, you're going to have to come and get me. As I start to walk, backing down the stairs.
He gives chase, surprisingly quick. Roll.
Success. I'm rushing down the steps. This sudden quickening of pace catching me off guard. I'm panicked. I step down and splash into the water. Come on, you bastard!
It breaks the rest of the stairs coming down incredibly quick. Dozen hands begin almost swimming through the water as it hits it, sloshing, leaving this trail of awful, darkened blood as it comes closer and closer.
Clutching my side, I stick the key into the ignition of the car, and the headlamps flash to life, illuminating the side of the sanatorium.
The barrel knocked over by the massive creature and the fuel spilling out and floating on the surface of the water. I rush into the generator room, swinging the door closed. I pull out one final cigarette, lighting it up.
The scene begins punching the metal door as the fuel seeps the water, iridescence on top of it. Lightning cracks once more as one hand punches through, unwraps it like a tin can with a dozen hands, and just bursts into the room, rushing towards Mitch.
my final thoughts as time slows to a crawl. I stare at the cigarette and say, really ought to quit these things. I flick it.
In the distance, Kurt driving away, sudden eruption. Flames lick half of the building and it just immediately collapses. And we're going to end it there.
Heck yeah.
Cool.
Badass. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Cool.
That was a great
That
session.
was a
It
blast. No pun intended.
Yeah, that was fun.
was really fun to play, yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Man, there were so many things that could happen, like swimming through my head.
Yeah.
I wanted for you guys
Yeah,
to like learn more about the cult before they show up, you know. But
Yeah.
it didn't go that way.
Yeah, the cult was pretty cool. Yeah, I thought it was awesome that you introduced a lot of different things.
Yes.
Because a lot of times I personally get kind of like stuck on one thing and then like elaborating on that thing. So I did like that you introduced all the NPCs and all the
Yeah, totally.
all the scary shit. So that was great.
Yeah,
Loved
that was
it.
good stuff, man. I loved the monster.
Yeah, great monster.
What a gross, awful
Yeah.
thing.
So
good.
good.
So good.
I was at first, so of course, like when you say Bigfoot, I'm like, are we just doing like a Sasquatch thing? Like I would have been cool with
Sure.
that. But then how you sort of fleshed it out, no pun intended, really, really visceral and evocative. I freaking loved it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I
It's quite
I think I
good.
wanted to do Wendigo, but then like, what's
Yeah.
cooler than Wendigo? And like why
Yeah.
is he in an asylum? Like why are there cultists
Yeah.
like, feeding the guy,
Yeah.
right? It
yeah.
would be like even grosser if like the body is amalgamated or something like
Yeah.
that.
Sure. I would say I'm perfectly happy with a evil Sasquatch. That's,
Yeah.
you don't need
Bigfoot, yeah.
you don't need to make it cooler than that because like
Yeah.
maybe like yeah, there could be like a disturbing psychological reason why the cultists are loving
Sure.
this Sasquatch. So I was like, oh, Sasquatch, great, perfect.
Yeah, I would have
There's
been
more
fine with
evil-
anything. Like I was cool with an evil Sasquatch. I was cool with an amalgamation of
Yeah,
bodies.
that's cool.
And then they started to detach themselves, and
Yeah.
it just got so much more outrageous. It was so good.
Yeah, I thought that was great. I was like momentarily confused because it was the question of was it the detached body of Leon or was it the Sasquatch that got broken in half? For one thing, I thought for the thing that I thought immediately when Uriah shot it a lot, I thought that was the Sasquatch body breaking in half and like the monster was dead.
No, that was Leon like unwrapped. Like
I
maybe I didn't
figured that
explain
out.
it.
I figured it out when you said the monster that does this. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's
I
not
figured
dead.
it. I figured it out eventually. But yeah,
Yeah, and the thing was dealing like double wounds, right? Because you're supposed to do one wound per combat action, right?
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
This thing was like dealing double wounds.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's good. I have 2 broken ribs.
I have I'm dead.
Yeah, you're dead. You got
You've
murdered.
been immolated.
Yeah.
don't
I
know,
definitely
you
I
guys
feel like I
think that it went-
teleported around a little bit. Like I was maybe a little bit lax in my anchoring this game.
Yeah.
But I think that everything was moving so fast.
Sure. There were a couple times where I think sort of the layout of everything. So when we were trying to figure out how to get past the gate,
Mhm.
the locked gate, I was under the assumption that we had already gone down the stairs and then we were in this like corridor area that was locked off. And then when Bacon said, I think it was Bacon, but somebody said, I look back to watch Steven while Kurt is opening the door. I'm like, oh, we're upstairs. Okay, cool.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I had
it's sort of
envisioned
like-
it as like a security door that was blocking the whole wing off.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like-
The 2 wings
okay,
are like
okay.
blocked off. Yeah,
Okay. Like
That's
fire
what I
doors or
imagined as well.
something.
Maybe
I had a very strong mental image, but I don't think it was apropos of anything. So I don't know how much it was shared, but I was imagining that the like the wing was blocked off, and then there was a staircase that goes up and down behind it, and it was like much smaller than I thought. Where it was kind of like the gate is like Steven's little fire is visible from the gate.
Yeah,
is what I eventually kind of like settled on, and then there was like the staircase going down. And then that had like a landing and a second landing, but I didn't really articulate that. Like that was just an image that I had in my mind. There's I was imagining what was it? Big antebellum house, an antebellum mansion.
Yeah.
And I was also imagining there was that, what the fuck is that movie called? That movie from the 90s, The House on Haunted Hill or whatever.
Oh yeah. There are a lot of those movies in the 90s. There's 13 Ghosts, House on Haunted Hill. Yep. There's also a movie called The Haunting of Hill House, which is like, thanks for that, guys.
Yeah.
I think that's the one I'm thinking of. The Haunting of Hill House. But like hyper gothic, huge rooms. Yeah. So that's what I was kind of like. I had the mental image of. I really like the collapsed staircase. Or the fact that it was collapsing into the basement area. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was actually trying to separate you guys there. I meant for Mitchell to be upstairs and Mitch to be downstairs.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You guys interpret that way. But yeah, we got to roll.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was. If I were going to say anything negative, this is very mildly negative, and also kind of like it's also up to the players' reactions. I did feel like we kind of got into like the 10-foot pole type gameplay with the collapsed staircase, where it was kind of like, okay, well, I get the barrel, well, I climb this, I pull on that, and like
it was awkward. I didn't say, but I thought that you wouldn't even need to roll for something like that, but you guys were rolling, so I didn't.
Right? It was kind of like, I think it was just kind of like, hey, here's an obstacle that the GM created, so we need to figure out how to do the obstacle. And I feel like that makes perfect sense in a lot of different game styles, but
there are like two things that I want to ask.
Yeah.
The first thing is that I was applying pushes. Every time you guys took an action that would take a long time, I introduced something new, right?
Yeah.
So that was with Kurt in the like trying to get the shotgun. Like he couldn't like break it off, so he started like going through the keys, right? Oh, okay. So sometimes like the world is gonna push forward, right? Yeah. That's when the cops showed up, because the cult wouldn't just let people like go around, right? I think that escalated the game. Do you guys think that the scale in which it escalated was too quick? Or was it like just right?
Excellent.
I thought it was excellent. Yeah, it was perfect.
Nothing felt too rushed for me. We were kind of in the same sort of headspace because I sort of think as a GM when I am a player. So I'm like, oh, this is like a perfect place for a push. And you were right on the money with it. I freaking loved just how, because this is always the case, it always ramps up at the tail end. That's going to happen. But I think it did a good job of really hitting that turn and then driving it all the way home. I thought you did a great job of keeping things moving and really letting it burn and then turning up the heat,
Yeah, I agree with that. Every time we were sort of taking long doing something, and to kind of get back to that, the whole stairs thing, like I definitely felt like I was turning it into a bit of a comedy, but the reason that I did that is because my body scores a 20. So I didn't feel like I had any hope of pulling myself out of the stairs. So that when you said the stairs fell through, that presented a legitimate challenge to me. And so I thought that rolling was appropriate, but as I kept failing the rolls, it's like, oh my God, I was just really turning it into a slapstick comedy, which I regret doing.
Well, but I didn't interpret that. I could tell your intent was not like I'm the Three Stooges. Like
right.
I could tell that, and I could tell that like kind of like you're just in a bad situation. You're getting fucked up. So it's like right. So I would say I didn't sense any unintentional comedy there. So
Well, that's
It was
good. And
suspenseful,
you know,
yeah.
I also have I still have quite a lot to learn, and this is a part of that. Just like I don't ever want to do that again. I felt like I kept everyone hostage.
Oh,
Nah.
this is actually a very interesting question, right?
yeah,
I think it could even be. It's even like video worthy. You know why? There is this parlance that people use in non 4D spaces. It's called like failing forward. They're like, yeah, like
Yeah.
I think Colville did a video on this, or like, you know,
Mhm.
he's trying to like to pull himself up. Oh, he feels one hand slips out, and he feels
Yeah.
again. Oh, he grabbed the plant. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I don't like that style of play because then you can't
Oh.
fail. It's just a
Well,
GM wanting to push people
it's
forward, right?
it is a fine line, and I get it's one of the consequences of this not being a board game or this not being about a story is, well, yeah, I mean, you're going to have those America's Funniest Home Video moments where you're sitting there trying to fumble, trying to climb up a staircase, but you keep slipping on the banana peel, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in that case, it's played up for laughs, but in our case, like, I don't know, I think there's always kind of a weird friction between when we get drag starting to happen, where if something's taking a little bit too long and we're like, okay, we get what he's trying to do, but it's also like, man, does it make that much sense to say, to like kind of interrupt it and say, oh, you don't need to roll, that sort of thing?
Yeah,
I don't
did
think
end
so.
up
I
doing
like
that like once or twice. Like, oh, you don't need to roll to shoot the guy on the floor, you know. It's
Yeah, yeah.
defenseless.
No,
Yeah.
I think those are good because it's just kind of like don't have the roll to tie your shoes. Don't.
right.
Yeah.
And what tying your shoes is
But-
depends
but-
on kind of like what
Yeah.
sort of perspective it is. So there's a little bit of disagreement. So this
Yeah.
is the GM saying, "No, you could do it." Like, this is
Yeah, like failure is important, but it depends on like how granular do you want to get with the failure.
Mhm.
Now, there are contingent options that arise as the result of even a minor failure. Like these two guys could have been like, you know what, F you, dude. We're going to the car to get a rope, and they just leave me there for a little while like that. So that could have been something that solved the situation, which is fine, and it would have separated us.
right. Well,
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I'm sitting there rolling, and I'm just like, man, one of these days I'll roll under a damn 20 because that's what it took.
yeah,
I think it was a 17 that got me out. I was finally,
Yeah.
or no, I was maybe helped out. I can't remember what did it, but man,
Yeah.
man.
This is the thing. It wasn't too stressful. It wasn't suspenseful, right? They were just failing and rolling. So I added a thing that would make it suspenseful. I added the true cops, right? And I love how because of that your character was a bit confused for a moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now that there's these guys that are they're not who they're pretending to be. They're like they're trying to get you guys to surrender, but they also want Mitchell to get up. They don't want to get close, like it made it way more suspenseful. They were trying to get up whilst the guards were there.
Yeah.
It was a good ad. It was a really good ad.
I think I have like three different things to say. So one of them is that we had a knowledge differential in the party at that moment, right? Because I think Mitch and Kurt knew that the cops were fake, but I think Mitchell didn't know.
Right.
Oh
I
yeah,
thought
My plan was still to
I
show
thought
him my badge.
I thought that was great, and I thought that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That to have playing with that knowledge
that
differential.
was really well done.
So the second thing I want to say is I was expecting the cops to be like, "Oh, well, you're stuck down in that pit. Perfect." You just like,
Right.
just execute the guy in the pit.
They didn't know that there were 3 people there, right? That's why they wanted to.
Right.
Yes, you sure this is everyone?
Yeah. The third thing I wanted to say is this may be like a terminology thing, but my perspective on like fail forward is a little different. So like you mentioned kind of like failing forward, which is kind of like you roll and then it's like eventually you move forward, right? My understanding of fail forward is that whatever happens, it moves the universe to a new state where it's non-repeating. So it's like if, for example, Mitchell couldn't pull himself up, and then you introduce, okay, well, there's piranhas and they're biting you. Or there's some sort of thing that's happening that's bad.
Sure.
Or like you're falling further down into the basement to the sub basement.
Well,
Like,
it could
something happens in the universe
I
that transitions it to a new state where you can't just like I try to pick the lock, I try to pick the lock again, I try to pick the lock again. Like
I agree,
my understanding
right?
of fail forward is that
I
it's
just
not
wanna
necessarily
make-
like good. It's you could fail forward.
It's
into, like,
bad. Yeah,
bad.
no. Okay, let me make this very clear. I am super against fail forward.
Okay.
Because the idea
As
of
am
fail
I.
forward implies that there is a forward. There is no forward when you're
Yes.
actually playing a game, right? Because anything could happen.
Yes.
I mean, if you guys kept failing, I could have, like, you know, like the storm ramps up and it begins flooding, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
That's, you know, that's suspenseful. That's cool. There's like
Mhm.
1,000 things you can do. There is no forward.
Yeah.
And if there is a forward, then, you know, you're just pushing the players through it.
Sure. I think something like in that sort of situation, you know, because we had options, right? You know, we could have either gone up the stairs or we had the coal chute. Well, if we've exhausted, I think what Chris is getting at, it's not that we're getting Deus Ex Machina out of every circumstance, but you know, in the presented options, if we've exhausted one option, that leaves us with only being able to use that other option. So, like, you know, say Mitchell failed, you know, twice or something on getting up, then at that point it's like, okay, another stair breaks and now you're both stuck down there and you have to use the coal chute. What's in the coal chute? I don't know.
Who knows?
You know,
Yeah.
Right.
that sort of thing.
Right.
So I don't think what Chris is saying is necessarily that the concept of fail forward, which I agree, Conway, that, you know, the sort of necessity of ex machina-ing everything is it's not the way to go. That you shouldn't do it that way. But at the same time, it is unfortunate. And I think it's okay to approach the game and understand, like, okay, well, if we just all perish in this basement, it's not going to be a very entertaining session. You know, if we all just kind of sit here and starve to death, like it's kind of boring. But again, you know, there's a process.
You did burn down the basement, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You did perish in the basement.
Yeah. Context, but yeah.
I love how I was complaining the whole time about how weird it was and how I hated it, and I was the guy that ended up dying to a monster. Yeah, I loved that.
I was so one thing I was planning that I didn't really get to is I wanted to be like, I'm not superstitious. You know, the Lutheran Church tells us that, you know, monsters aren't real or something like that. So you shouldn't believe in monsters, Mitchell. Relax.
That would have just added another layer. That's awesome.
And like he finds reassurance in that. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, as is tradition, because we have accomplished another edition of the weekly Ultimate No Prep Challenge, Conway, since you were nice enough to run things for us, you get to replace the setting.
Noir is so good, though. Do I really want to replace it?
Well, so I'll put it this way. For the last weekly NPC, I'm going to take excuse me, I'm going to take all of the previous week's settings and come up with this big freaking list, and we're going to roll on a wheel. And that's what's going to determine.
Awesome.
So you're not really replacing Noir. You are simply just adding another another setting to the list for that last one.
And when is that taking place? Is that
next
week? That's next week. Okay.
Yeah, the 19th.
What I really want to see is you guys take a crack at the under, like, under Europa's ice sheet or something like that. You know, like it's the underwater base and like in an alien planet.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
Rad.
Under Europa ice sheet. Like, there must be a better term for this.
Sure. For a second there, okay, this is probably too far afield, but to role play as the aquatic aliens.
Could be. It would be super cool if there's like some humans there in a submarine and there's like an alien like trying to communicate like in the water. So many cool ideas you can do with it.
They're
submarine aliens.
Submarine aliens, yeah. Okay, that's a an esoteric side conversation, but I'll describe later. perhaps.
Perhaps. Cool. Conway, does that effectively describe what it is you wanted to put on the list?
It does, yeah. And I'm saying this because I'm a big fan of like space and stuff, and we're very soon getting the Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer. Right?
Oh yeah,
So,
that launched recently. I heard about that.
Yeah, we're getting a spaceship exactly to see if there's aliens on there. And we'll also figure out if there's aliens in 4D there.
Awesome. Cool. Well, that excuse me, that is another successful edition of the weekly Ultimate No Prep Challenge. We are winding down. There's one more to go for the year, and then I am wiping my hands clean of everything. No, I'm just kidding. Now, yeah, super glad to have these guys joining with us. And of course, as always, thank you all so much for checking this out. I've linked everybody's channels in the description, so make sure you go check them out, show them some love, watch their videos or video. But yeah, that's all from us. Thanks so much for checking this out. For the folks who watch us after the fact, thank you so much. And yeah, catch us next week where it all goes down. We got some really cool guests coming up for the final episode. I have a hand-picked table that I'm very excited to show off to everybody. But yeah, that's all from us. Peace and God bless.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.